Understanding the world is a complex process that begins at a very tender age. For infants aged between 4 to 6 months, cognitive development milestones play a vital role in shaping their understanding. These milestones are like stepping stones, guiding infants as they navigate and make sense of their surroundings. From recognizing familiar faces to developing their memory, from increasing curiosity to exploring objects around them. Each milestone is a significant achievement in their cognitive development journey. These milestones not only reflect the infant's growing understanding of the world, but also their burgeoning abilities to interact and engage with it. So what are these milestones, and why are they so important? Over the next few minutes, we'll take a closer look at these developmental markers. We'll explore each milestone in detail, understanding its significance and the role it plays in an infant's cognitive growth. Join us as we delve into the 10 most important cognitive developmental milestones for infants in this age range. Our first milestone revolves around the infant's ability to recognize familiar faces. Between the ages of 4 and 6 months, infants begin to display an understanding of the world around them. One of the clearest signs of this cognitive development is their ability to recognize familiar faces, such as those of their parents and primary caregivers. Picture the joy on your infant's face when they see you walk into the room. This is not just a heartwarming moment, it's a sign of their growing memory and ability to differentiate between familiar and unfamiliar people. This skill forms the foundation for the development of social skills and relationships. Remember, each infant develops at their own pace, so don't worry if your little one takes a bit longer. This milestone marks an important step in the infant's development of memory and social skills. The second milestone is the development of short-term memory. Between the ages of 4 to 6 months, infants start exhibiting this fascinating cognitive ability. This is the time when the little ones start remembering the location of hidden objects for a brief period. This memory development is not just limited to remembering locations. It extends to remembering faces, sounds, and more. Have you ever noticed a baby looking for a partially covered toy? This is an early demonstration of their understanding of object permanence. The concept of object permanence is the understanding that objects continue to exist even when they cannot be seen or heard. So, when your baby starts showing signs of remembering where their favorite toy is, or begins to exhibit the understanding that an object exists even when it's not in sight, you know their memory is starting to develop. This is a significant stage in cognitive development as it lays the foundation for future learning. The third milestone is characterized by an increased curiosity in infants. This curiosity is more than just a charming trait. It's a driving force behind their cognitive development. It fuels their desire to learn, to explore, and to understand the world around them. Imagine being in a world where everything is new and unexplored. That's the world of a 4 to 6 month old infant. Every object is a mystery waiting to be solved. Every sound is a symphony yet to be understood, and every face is a story yet to be read. Infants at this age show an interest in exploring new objects, examining them with their hands, eyes, and mouth. It's their own unique way of conducting research, learning about their environment one touch, one gaze, and one taste at a time. This surge in curiosity is a clear indication of the infant's growing cognitive abilities. The next milestone involves the exploration of objects. As little scientists, infants embark on a journey of discovery, using their hands and mouths as their primary tools. By touching, gripping, and tasting, they begin to comprehend the texture, shape, and size of different objects. An infant's curiosity is insatiable. They are eager to explore the world around them and learn about the various properties of objects. This exploration is more than just a playful pastime. It's a crucial step in their cognitive development. The feeling of a soft teddy bear, the taste of a teething toy, or the shape of a rattle all provide valuable information that helps an infant make sense of their environment. This sensory exploration not only enhances their understanding of different properties of objects, but it also lays the foundation for future learning. This sensory exploration is crucial for the infant's cognitive development. The fifth milestone is the understanding of basic cause and effect relationships. At this stage, the world becomes a fascinating playground of discovery for infants. they begin to grasp that their actions can lead to predictable outcomes. This realization often comes through simple interactions with their surroundings. For example, an infant might discover that when they kick their legs, the mobile above their crib swings. Intrigued by this outcome, they repeat the action, and voila, the mobile swings again. This is their first brush with the concept of cause and effect. The understanding that their actions can influence the world around them is a significant cognitive leap. It's the foundation for future learning, problem-solving, and decision-making. This exploration of cause and effect also encourages their curiosity, propelling them to experiment and learn more about their environment. The sixth milestone pertains to the development of attention span and focus in infants. Around the age of 4 to 6 months, a remarkable shift occurs in a baby's ability to concentrate. They begin to show a sustained interest in the world around them. This can be seen as they engage with their favorite toys, keenly observing the details, or as they watch the people in their lives, studying their faces and gestures. What's more, they start to participate in activities for longer durations. The once fleeting attention span begins to extend, allowing them to explore and learn from their environment more effectively. These developments are crucial, as they lay the foundation for future learning and understanding. This increased attention span and focus are clear signs of cognitive growth, and they open a new window into the baby's perception of the world. The seventh milestone is the improvement of visual tracking skills in infants. This is an exciting developmental leap, as it signifies a baby's burgeoning perceptual abilities. During this stage, babies become more adept at following moving objects with their eyes. Whether it's a colorful toy dancing above their crib, a family pet scampering across the room, or a parent moving about, their eyes are keenly tracking these movements. This is not just a passive observation. It's an active engagement with their environment, a testament to their growing cognitive prowess. This tracking isn't limited to just horizontal movements either. Babies at this age can also follow objects moving vertically and in depth, enhancing their spatial awareness. This milestone demonstrates the infant's ability to focus and track movements. The eighth milestone involves the infant's experimentation with making different sounds. This is the magical phase of babbling and sound making. Our little learners start to test their vocal cords, producing a melange of sounds that may seem like adorable gibberish to us, but in fact, these are the building blocks for later speech development. Sounds like ba, da, and ma may echo in your home as infants get comfortable with these new forms of expression. This stage of cognitive development is not just about making noise, but it's also their first attempts at communication. They're exploring how to interact with the world around them using sound, and it's a significant leap towards language acquisition. So, when you hear your baby babbling away, remember that they're not just filling the silence. They're practicing and perfecting the sounds that will soon form words, sentences, and eventually their unique voice. This milestone indicates early language skills and communication attempts. The ninth milestone is the infant's ability to recognize and respond to familiar voices. As their cognitive abilities continue to evolve, infants begin to distinguish between the sounds that fill their world. They start to understand that voices are unique and can be associated with specific people. This is particularly evident when an infant turns their head towards the sound of a loved one's voice. They might even stop what they are doing to listen, showing an early understanding of the significance of human communication. Responding to voices isn't just about recognizing who's speaking. It's also about the infant's ability to understand the emotional tone of a voice. They can often distinguish between a soothing lullaby and a stern command, reacting differently to each. This ability to respond to voices is a stepping stone towards future language development. It's the foundation for understanding words, sentences, and ultimately meaningful conversation. This milestone shows the infant's growing auditory processing skills. The final milestone is the development of early problem-solving skills. As infants navigate their world, they start to experiment with different methods to get what they want. A baby may pull a blanket to bring a toy closer. This seemingly simple action is a big step in their cognitive growth. It shows that they can identify a problem, the toy is out of reach, and find a solution. Pulling the blanket brings the toy closer. Or consider a baby who pushes a button on a toy to make it light up. They've made a connection between their action and the toy's response. They're learning that they can influence their environment to get a desired outcome. This milestone indicates the infant's growing cognitive abilities. We've journeyed through 10 crucial cognitive developmental milestones for infants aged 4 to 6 months, from the joy of recognizing familiar faces, the development of short-term memory, to the increased curiosity about their surroundings. We've seen how they explore objects with hands and mouth, understanding cause and effect relationships, and how they start focusing on objects and activities for longer periods. We've observed their improved visual tracking skills and their first attempts at language through babbling and sound making. We've also seen their ability to recognize and respond to familiar voices and their early problem-solving skills. These milestones are all stepping stones in their cognitive growth, helping them understand and interact with the world around them. Remember, every child develops at their own pace. If you enjoyed this video, do consider subscribing for more informative content. Thank you for watching.